What secrets were uncovered inside King Solomon's tomb, shocking the world after 3,000 years? The Bible speaks highly of King Solomon, describing him as a ruler of immense wisdom and authority over a vast kingdom. The revelations from King Solomon's legendary tomb left the global community in shock. This groundbreaking discovery defied all expectations. Watch the video for the full details on this enigmatic treasure, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing historical content. The cultural legacy of King Solomon has spanned thousands of years, becoming a key symbol in both Israeli and Western history. Despite skeptics dismissing it as mere legend, the pursuit of King Solomon's tomb has persisted for centuries. A revolutionary archaeological discovery has now electrified researchers worldwide. Led by Dr. Mazar from the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, a team of experts believes they've uncovered King Solomon's long-lost tomb. The site identified could very well be the final resting place of this legendary monarch, located in the city of David. According to one team member, this discovery includes not only rare artifacts, but also solid evidence of King Solomon's influence on the region's history. What hidden artifacts and mysteries await discovery in a tomb that has remained untouched for more than 3,000 years? The mystery of King Solomon's tomb continues to intrigue historians, as its true location remains unverified. As per biblical and ancient accounts, King Solomon, celebrated for his immense wisdom and riches, ruled Israel in the 10th century, BCE. He is traditionally believed to have built Jerusalem's first temple, a monumental and sacred site for Jewish worship. The tomb's precise location is unknown, as all related records and evidence were destroyed in 587 BCE during the Babylonian siege led by Nebuchadnezzar II. Despite later debunking of earlier theories, the Tomb of the Kings retains a special name and a long-standing historical narrative. Built in the 1st century CE, it has been repurposed across many generations. Louis Félicien de Saulcy, a French archaeologist, was the first to excavate the site in 1863, marking an important milestone in modern archaeological studies in Jerusalem. Before Dr. Mazar's notable discoveries, there were various hypotheses regarding the tomb's location, with the Temple Mount being a leading suggestion. Found within Jerusalem's sacred areas, the Temple Mount, called Haram al-Sharif by Muslims, holds deep significance in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Besides its sacred importance, the site is believed to be where the Prophet Muhammad embarked on his night journey to heaven, with the Dome of the Rock standing as an iconic Islamic structure. Over the centuries, the Temple Mount has been ruled by numerous civilizations, including the Jebusites, Israelites, Babylonians, Romans, Ottomans, and British, each shaping its history. Despite its unparalleled archaeological significance, the Temple Mount has yet to be fully explored due to religious objections from the Waqf, the Islamic group overseeing the site. Apart from small-scale studies in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, much of the Temple Mount remains a mystery. References in ancient texts suggest the presence of royal tombs near the site, with many speculating that King Solomon might be buried close to his temple, a focal point of Israelite worship. Some writings hint at secret rooms and tunnels beneath the Temple Mount, possibly hiding important artifacts or Solomon's tomb. However, without extensive excavation, these claims remain unverified. The mystery surrounding King Solomon's tomb continues to captivate archaeologists and historians, given its connection to Jewish history and its influence on other cultures and faiths. Ancient lore suggests that King Solomon's tomb may house the legendary Ring of Solomon, said to have granted him control over otherworldly entities. Dr. Mazar's contributions to archaeology are well known. In 1986, she discovered a gate in the Ophel area near the city of David. While she suspected a link to King Solomon's time, she refrained from definitive claims due to insufficient evidence. In 2005, Mazar uncovered an ancient structure near Jerusalem, turning to biblical texts for context, which bolstered stories about King David and Solomon. Mazar identified a large stone edifice as potentially King David's palace, characterized by thick walls and artifacts, including pottery and a clay seal inscribed with a biblical official's name. In 2010, Dr. Mazar reported finding a section of a city wall at Ophel, believed to date to the 10th century BCE, the period linked to King Solomon. His temple atop Jerusalem's hill is described as a grand symbol of his reign's might and prestige. Why should we place confidence in Dr. Mazar's findings? She is known for her meticulous scientific approach, valuing evidence as paramount, as reflected in her statement, "Let the stones tell the story." Herschel Shanks, a prominent American editor and lawyer, praised her in the Biblical Archaeology Review, saying, "Her skills as an archaeologist are undeniable." Dr. Mazar's approach, combining biblical accounts with archaeological practices, distinguishes her in a discipline where science and religion often conflict. Her objective use of the Bible is aimed at uncovering ancient history rather than proving religious tenets. Over 30 bullae, or ancient seals, have been recovered at her site, one of which particularly intrigued Dr. Mazar. These seals, bearing inscriptions from Solomon's era, hold special significance for their connection to biblical history. Dating back to 8000 BCE in Sumer, bullae initially served to authenticate goods and livestock records in early agricultural societies. By 3100 BCE, the use of bullae had expanded in Iran's Zagros region, evolving into elaborate symbols of power in medieval kingdoms. Recent discoveries of 6 beautifully crafted clay seals in Israel shed light on the complexity of ancient Israelite society, emphasizing its roles in governance and commerce. The detailed engravings and symbols on these seals illustrate a well-organized administration and a thriving political system, underpinned by exceptional artistic craftsmanship. Royal seals found at the site reveal a centralized elite involved in administration, trade, and kingdom defense, underscoring the expansive power of Solomon's reign. Initially searching for King David's palace in Jerusalem's ancient heart, Mazar's team instead discovered a 2,110-foot-long wall, known locally as the Cave of the Kings. The structure's grand gate, corner tower, and regal architectural elements sparked speculation that it was part of a majestic palace or temple. The discovery fueled the team's belief that the structure was closely tied to Solomon's dynasty. Radiocarbon dating confirmed the structure's origin in Solomon's era, representing the first archaeological evidence consistent with biblical accounts of his constructions. The monumental wall and associated features open a window to a long-lost segment of ancient history. Pottery near the wall helped date the structure to the late 10th century BCE, aligning with the time of Solomon. Among the artifacts were large jars, including one inscribed in Hebrew linking it to a prominent government official. Figurines of animals and fertility-themed female figures, typical of 10th century BCE Jerusalem, were also uncovered. These findings enrich the narrative of Solomon's Israel and offer archaeologists critical insights. The search for Solomon's temple continues, with the Ophel site representing a key breakthrough in uncovering Israel's ancient history. The city of David contains Middle Bronze Age fortifications and Iron Age stone architecture, such as large-scale constructions and the stepped stone structure, sparking discussions about their ties to King David's era, though some researchers suggest they may be from a later period. The Siloam Tunnel, also known as Hezekiah's Tunnel, is one of the City of David's standout discoveries, showcasing ancient Jerusalem's advanced engineering for water supply. Once believed to have been built by Hezekiah, recent excavations hint at an earlier origin, adding intrigue to its history. Roman period discoveries like the Pool of Siloam and Struthion Pool highlight the City of David's extensive historical and cultural depth. Currently, these excavated areas belong to the Jerusalem Walls National Park, operated by the City of David Foundation under the Israel Nature and Parks Authority. Located along W Hillway in East Jerusalem's Silwan neighborhood near Israeli settlements, the park is among the region's most critical archaeological sites, offering insights into Jerusalem's origins and its historical rulers. The sheer size of the City of David has made locating the royal tombs of Israelite monarchs, including Solomon, particularly challenging. Jerusalem's history of wars and invasions has likely damaged or obscured these tombs beneath layers of subsequent construction, further complicating the search. Nonetheless, archaeologists continue their efforts, recognizing the immense historical value that uncovering Solomon's tomb could provide, shedding light on burial practices, authority, and political systems of ancient Israel. Such findings would deepen our knowledge of the United Monarchy's social and political framework. Ongoing excavations in the City of David continue to reveal key pieces of Jerusalem's historical narrative and the daily lives of its ancient inhabitants. Speculations abound that Solomon's tomb was deliberately hidden to protect it from invasion and grave robbing, a common measure for safeguarding royal burials in ancient times. Some suggest the tomb might be situated outside the City of David in a secretive location to avoid religious or political tensions during tumultuous eras. Intriguingly tied to this mystery is the Seal of Solomon, or the Ring of Solomon, a legendary artifact said to have belonged to the wise king. Medieval legends claim the ring gave Solomon the power to command supernatural forces and converse with animals. The seal, depicted as a pentagram or hexagram, is referenced in Jewish traditions, chronicled by Josephus, and featured in magical texts like Sefer HaRazim and parts of the Talmud. Among the most intriguing locations is the Sika cave, a vast underground expanse beneath Jerusalem, known also as Solomon's Quarries. This subterranean site lies under the Old City and remains steeped in mystery. Its durable limestone layers make it a significant archaeological puzzle. According to legend, the cave could accommodate 5 neighborhoods and served as a refuge for King Zedekiah during the Babylonian siege of Jerusalem in the 6th century BCE. A local tale recounts how King Zedekiah escaped a dire situation with the help of a miraculous event. As Babylonian soldiers neared, a deer appeared and misled them away from the cave, enabling Zedekiah's escape and solidifying the cave's reputation as a site of salvation and resilience. Adding another layer of intrigue, the cave is linked to the Freemasons, a globally renowned esoteric order. According to Freemason tradition, the cave was a gathering place for the Knights Templar, where they conducted secretive rituals. The site is said to conceal ancient symbols and codes, holding knowledge accessible only to an elite few. Although no archaeological proof has yet been found, the legends and tales tied to the Sika cave make it a magnet for those eager to explore Jerusalem's underground mysteries. The enduring myths and theories about Solomon's tomb and his mystical symbols add a captivating dimension to these quests, blending religion, history, and archaeology into an enthralling journey of discovery. How might the discovery of Solomon's tomb alter our understanding of ancient history and biblical stories? Such a find could provide evidence for the existence of a great kingdom or suggest that these myths have been amplified over time. The tomb could reveal priceless artifacts and writings that offer new insights into ancient Israel's life, prosperity, and political structures, enriching our understanding of its history and reshaping views on its cultural and religious heritage. How do you think finding Solomon's tomb would influence our perception of history and mythology? Let us know in the comments below. We're curious to hear your views on this intriguing topic. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and enable notifications for our newest videos. May God bless and protect you and your family.